What is up, guys? It's Rahul. Welcome back to YouTube. Today we're not going to be doing a TCG video. I know you guys love me for TCG content, but I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Unite. If you guys don't know what that is, it is Pokemon's MOBA. It is their version of League of Legends, Dota, Smite, Heroes of the Storm, whatever you want to call it. That's what a MOBA is. It's primarily for mobile users, but that's not till September. So for right now, it's completely free to play on the Nintendo Switch. And if you guys play the game, you get Zero Ore for completely free until August 31st. Free champion, who would say no? I'm going to say champions. I'm going to use other MOBA terms in here. But I figured today, there's been a lot of people watching my stream and stuff. So I figured that I would, talk about how to kind of navigate the menu, that kind of stuff, like a beginner's guide to Pokemon Unite from a TCG player's perspective. And if you guys enjoy this kind of content, I could do like a how-to. I've been climbing the ranks. I've been doing really well myself personally in the first 2 days of play. By the time you see this video, it'll be Monday, but I am filming this on Friday. Or Thursdays, rather, so like a day or two in, so I could kind of get the guide up and running, so you guys could have something to kind of learn from. So without further ado, let's jump into the game. We're going to switch to my Switch here. Look, it's me. I'm going to do no webcam for this portion because I don't think it's necessary. So I'm going to kind of like navigate from the start of the game into the menu. I wanted to show from there. Once you load in, usually there's going to put you through a tutorial. You play the tutorial out a little bit. You kind of get to learn the game. After the tutorial, you kind of have to understand that there are roles and stuff. So first, let's load into the game. It is checking my game version, doing all the yada yada yada. So obviously, the objective of the game is very simple: earn points from farming creeps, which are other Pokemon, and then take it to the goal and dunk the goal. When dunking the goal, there is going to be a loading time. Let me make sure that I'm not too quiet compared to the Switch audio. Let's turn that down a little bit. So come in. You come in with the start menu. Hopefully I'm loud enough that the Switch audio is not overpowering me. In my ears it is, but I think I'm fine. And when you come in, there's going to be news, all these like nice cosmetic skins. So these things you see here, like this hip-hop style Pikachu, this Captain Cinderace, Greninja Hero style, or Super Galaxy or whatever. These are all skins, cosmetics. They do not provide any usefulness in battle. It's simply there as it is. So when you're here in the main menu, there are some things to navigate. I'll start with X. So you have a practice tool where you can start practicing, etc., etc. Here's your closet where you can equip cosmetics. This is purely cosmetic for your character, nothing game impact wise. Now the third menu here is battle prep. This is a little bit more of a menu that you guys need to know very well. Battle items are like your summoner spells in League of Legends. When you go into a game, you get to equip one battle item. As your level goes up, you will unlock more battle items until you unlock everything. I believe I unlocked every single battle item so far. If not, there's one left to unlock for myself. Battle items can be used once every on cooldown. For example, potion is the one you will start with. Every 30 seconds, you will restore some of your HP. So potion's very good. Then there's X attack, X speed, all these other things that you unlock as you go. They will have different uses on different champions. For example, if you are probably a champion or a Pokemon that needs to do more damage, like Pikachu, etc., etc., X attack is where you need to go. Eject button is something that's going to be very strong at level 11. It kind of flashes you across a wall, as you can see in this graphic right here. Full heal is something that gives sort of status conditions or CC basically. So a lot of these are going to be very good on your champion and how you decide to play the game and your team compositions. So learn that as you go. But some of them are obviously going to be better than others. Held items is a little bit more of a tricky category that I really like myself. So we're going to look at all held items. I don't own every single one, but we're going to go through them. So held items are going to be the 3 items you get to bring outside of battle. You can equip them to your Pokemon and they all give you a certain effect. At level 10, they have a weird upgrade, and at level 20, they have a better upgrade. Now, these are all items you start at a base fee, but this is probably the biggest pay-to-win / pay-to-convenience aspect of the game that a lot of people are complaining about because it takes a lot of money / a lot of effort to upgrade them. I spent $20 on the game so far. I'm going to be completely transparent. I bought the Battle Pass, I bought the Pool Party skin, and I spent all the rest of my money on items. So at this point, I understand that I put a little bit of money in, and I'm not even close to having any of more than 2 of my items at level 20. Now, for example, we have Scope Lens here, which gives you critical hit rate and critical hit damage. So on a Pokemon that wants to auto attack a lot and kind of get in there and fight, it's very good. Floatstone gives you attack and movement speed outside of combat, I believe. So this is really, really good for engaging, fighting, just getting in there. Shell Bell is one of the special attack cooldown. Muscle Band is attack and basic attack speed. These are obviously the max stats. You can go beyond 20 also, by the way, but it just costs a lot and it gives you very marginal returns. So going past 20 is something you do probably once you get every other item to 20, or I wouldn't recommend going past 20 anytime soon. Focus Band, Score Shield, all these have like different abilities. So you should just learn from those as well as you go and kind of figure out what goes on what champions. Obviously, these Buddy Barrier, Aeos Cookie, special attack specs. Some of these things are only good on like tanks or support, so I choose not to play them. That's your quick rundown of held items. It might be a little quick. If you have more questions about those, please leave in the comments below. Your item box here will have everything together, including like your prize packs, your consumables, your other, like your tickets and tokens and whatever. That's irrelevant also, in my opinion. Then there's the ranking tab. This tab is cool because you can see your global ranking. I decayed a little bit from last night. I was about 600th when I got off last night at like 2 a.m. Now it's like 11 a.m. So in 9 hours I dropped about 600 ranks, but I'm still about top 1,000 in the world. So if you need any merit to know why you should be learning and watching this video from me, it should be me. You can see your friends if you hit L, and then if you also hit X, you can pretty much see rankings, Pokemon praise rankings, I don't know what that is actually, score rankings, and your win streak rankings, which are all really cool ways to, like, you know, I don't know if you're someone who likes rankings, stuff like that, it's good. You have a friends tab here where you can, you know, see all your current friends. Your plus tab will see requests if you need to get that. And then if you go to friends search specifically, you can put in the trainer ID. It is an all caps search to get your friends, so make sure you do that. And then a minus will get you the other friends you need to find on your Nintendo ID. So that's just a quick friend rundown. I'm not going to expose my entire Nintendo friend ID. Under mail, you can see your system messages. So as soon as you come in, go in and grab your launch bonus, which gives you Zero Aura as a free champion. So you get that license. And yeah, and then you see your friends requests, etc., etc. Under settings, you can kind of play around with stuff as well. I would kind of take some time to get a feel for the controls, etc. in this tab. Now, R here is your level up as you go. So as soon as you start the game and you level up to level 2, you will get Slowbro for free. And you should play a little bit longer, you'll get Venusaur for free. So as long as just don't buy those immediately off the bat, and then it tells you kind of these levels. You get these summoner spells, basically, like we talked about. And then after level 16, there's no real benefit to continuing. You know, leveling up your trainer, you just kind of will the more you play. I'm already at 19. That means I've been playing a lot. We have our L tab here. That's your profile. You can kind of see your portrait here, my profile, how many games I've played, who's seen my thing. The code above my name is the code that you can use to add people. You guys are more than welcome to add me. I don't think there's a cap on my friends list. Please come through if you want to. Here's your battle record, kind of showing all your games. You can see that I've been winning a lot recently. I've been kind of on a tear. Here's my win rate, my win percentage. Fair play points showing that I am not a player that gets reported or I have leave or AFK bonuses. And then you can see your overall stats for each champion, which I think is also really cool. That's everything on L. And here's the challenge tab, which is you a daily challenge to kind of get a cosmetic, and maybe they'll give you an item from the shop as well, which is really nice because this just gives you a chance to get into the game really, really easy. So this is like one of those ways to just like kind of just get into the game, get some of the stuff. And if you, for example, I already have scope lens, right? So if I get scope lens off of this, one of the questions people have is what happens. I get the upgrade bonuses that work similarly. Now we have Pokemon. This is the hardest part. Now when you start the game, you'll have one of 5 options to pick from. I believe it's like Pikachu. I don't remember. There's a lot. There's a lot of, you get Pikachu, Eldegoss, I believe, Charizard, Slowbro, I think, and Talonflame are your 5 options when you start the game. So you get to pick one off the back of the tutorial, but you have to slowly unlock everyone. As you can see, I have not unlocked any of the supporter Pokemon. I've unlocked 2 of the all-rounder Pokemon, 4 of the attacker Pokemon, 2 of the defender Pokemon, and 3 of this. Zero Aura was free. You get Slowbro for free. Crustle is a free-to-play champ right now, and Crustle is free at the end of the 7 days of challenges, so keep that in mind. Venusaur was free, and Alolan Ninetales is free as well. A second day of login, so you don't have to buy either of those champions. Cinderace is free at the end of 8 days on the thing. So I wouldn't specifically buy those if you don't need them, but if you do buy them and you end up getting them for free, it does give you the full coin value, so you don't have to hesitate on buying them. Besides that, this is what everyone is here. You can kind of see the obtained order. You can see some of the skins here. I got the Pool Party Garchomp skin set up. I ended up rolling the Gacha and getting really lucky and getting the Talonflame skin also. Look at how cool this looks right here. Wow. Yeah, that's the Pokemon for you. There are shops, so this shop menu is a little bit easier. The Unite Battle Committee is just all of your champions. You can either spend gems, which is IRL money, or you can spend coins. Obviously, you can see some of these coins are a little bit more expensive for champions, and some of them are cheaper. I have 6,000, meaning I could buy one of the lower end champions, but I don't really want to. I'm probably going to hold off until I get a champ that I really want, so kind of find something you like. So the Unite Battle Committee shop is the easiest one. The Aeos Emporium is a little bit more confusing. There's a fashion tab where you can buy like items like this Snorlax set, or this cram set, or this very nice straw hat. Whoa, it just took all my clothes off. What the hell? Let's put some more clothes on. I'm uncomfortable. But yeah, you can buy all this stuff, the cosmetics. You can buy these with tickets, the in-game tickets you earn. So not crazy. Here are the item tabs. The tickets also apply here as well as coins. So you want to eventually buy all of these items to have, because you need to have all of them. You want to upgrade all of them so you have options to play other roles. Now if you're going to be a 1 trick or 2 trick, picking 1 or 2 roles, that's very important to just pigeonhole down that lane as well. You can buy some of these boosts also if you plan on playing a lot. That's what I did early, so I could get a bunch of coins and stuff. And then you have fashion tickets, which can be exchanged for, well, more this sailor outfit. And on that note, we're leaving that part of the shop. Then there's Zirco Trading, which has your other skins. This is where like it's just literally cash money buying. Please don't ever buy this. Yeah, but yeah, you can buy your skins here. There's only 2 skins here, but there'll be more eventually. Yeah, that's where the skins are. So that's the shop menu if you guys were confused about that one. There is Battle Pass like every game with microtransactions. There is your Battle Pass here, and at the end of the Battle Pass, I'm going to scroll all the way to the end. You get Captain Pirate Cinderace. So that's it. And here's your missions. There's a daily mission, there's a seasonal mission, etc., etc. Very simple. Battle Pass, it's like $3. I would buy it. I bought it. It's fine. And then on the events, there's a bunch of events. So here's your login day bonus. I have my 3 days of login. You get a free skin as well, Pool Party, Venusaur. And then at the end of the 8th day, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to get yourself a Cinderace. At the end of the 14th day, you're going to get Greninja. So if you want to main those champs off the bat, go ahead and do it, because you know you're going to get your coins back. There's daily missions as well, so you can kind of play to get your daily missions done every single day. There's Aeos Research Institute missions as well that are a long term. This goes until it looks like December 19th. And so, you know, Unite Battle, Street City, there's all these like other missions, and you get a game release commemorative gift. So this is where you're going to check for events and kind of things that you need to farm and figure out. Here is the energy reward system. This is where you can kind of, you get a gotcha amount every day. You just roll and well, you have a chance to get some of those things in the view rewards tab. You can get dupes. I ended up getting the chase thing, which is this Talonflame, but you just randomly get one of these and you just get energy for playing. I wouldn't buy energy. Please don't ever do that. It doesn't seem worth it. You can lobby search with this code. And when you go to Unite Battle, for example, you've got a standard menu. If you go L, it's a ranked menu at level 6. And then you have quick battles, which opens up one of 3 maps. So the map changes in 9 hours, 11 minutes. There's 3 maps. I haven't played Mare Stadium yet. I played Aurora Park and Shivery City, but you get this at level 8, and it's more of a fun game mode. So now that I've explained all of that, let me jump into a practice game so I can show you guys some of the rules. Wait, no, this is not how I want to do this. So, Pokemon. I'm going to queue in with Zeraora so I can show you guys a little bit of the practice. Now, there are also 5 roles in the game. As we mentioned earlier when we saw all Pokemon, there's supporter mons, all-rounder mons, attacker mons, defender mons, and speedster mons. Now, these are akin to supporter mons, are more like your supports in League of Legends or Dota 2. All-rounders are more like your bruisers, fighters, just get in there, melee champs, just fight, fight, fight. Attackers are more your range damage per second champions that are going to hit from far away, but if they get jumped on, they will get taken out very quickly. Then you have your defender Pokemon, which are like big tank Pokemon that kind of, well, they tank. They do their job, their defense. And then speedster Pokemon are more like your assassins that come in, do a lot of damage really quickly, but have very low health. So, you know, you're in a situation where sometimes you might not be like the, I don't want to favorite that, but it's okay. Let's go to the practice area now. But yeah, they do just do a lot of damage, and they might be like really, yeah. So when you load into the game, there's a battle pep screen like this. 5 of you will be there. You'll be hovering your champions. The screen is not amazing, but in my instance, I'm going to lock in Zeraora. I get a double. I can also hit ZL to do battle prep in the menu in case you haven't locked in your items specifically. You can put your battle item, your held items, your moveset, and there's going to be a tab underneath this that also says like which lane you're going to go to, which is really instrumental for just like telling people what you're going to do in the game. So you can practice against anyone, everywhere. So I'm going to put my opponent as Eldegoss. I pick Zeraora, and I just pick the basic stuff so I can kind of show you guys how the game more or less works. Okay, and we're going to load in. There's always a load in process. Okay. Now you load in and you start here. Everyone starts at level 1. You get 1 skill, and then the map opens. There are these APOMs to start the game. You're going to go to either your top lane or the bot lane. It's going to be a 2v2 there. I'm going to just not knock out anything. As you're knocking out stuff, there's passive EXP also during the game. And as you knock out a Pokemon, you're going to get EXP, as you can see. And at level 3, you're going to get your secondary skill. So keep in mind your first skill is, you know, there. So now I get Agility is my second skill. I am using Joy-Con, so I have ZR and Z. So we get to knock these Pokemon out. Very simple. Getting to level 3. And okay, first, after that part a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and explain the jungle. So the jungle exists here. It's a little bit of a complicated thing. There is Buffalant, and there, hello, please don't attack me. There's Buffalant, and there is Ludicolo. Now the Ludicolo gives you this thing called Blue Buff, which in this instance, Blue Buff is when any wild Pokemon is below 50% HP, you do damage to it. Now normally Zeraora would be a jungler, so you kind of need to know your Pokemon and what role they'd go into, but you can play anyone anywhere. But you can use spells like the dash here to kind of, you know, accelerate it. Now look, my health is low. Now I just press this button Y, and I've used Potion. So this can be used in combat, out of combat, whatever you want, but you have a cooldown, so keep that in mind. And it's one of your, like, kind of like get out of jail free cards. Now there's going to be a lot of minion spawns that happen throughout the game. As you can see, the yellow dots on the map. Also berries spawn. So this is the points. There's 80 out of 80, right? Now that I've earned all these points, we're going to first take out this Vespiquen camp. Why is Eldegoss in this lane specifically? I need to do this video. Excuse me, Eldegoss, do you mind? So Eldegoss is going to try to contest me, so we can fight. Eldegoss leveled up at level 4. Evolve. Some Pokemon evolve, some Pokemon don't. Look, boom. We're going to go in and engage. And I got the KO. Wow, right? Crazy. But the KO doesn't do anything. What you do after the KO is you go here and you hold X to score. I have 29 points. I've now scored 29 points for my team out of the 51. I got to level 6 as well, and there's 2 paths to pick from. I chose to go with Volt Switch, which is one of my other paths. Boom. Simple, easy peasy. Now we're going to continue farming. You got to get levels so you can get EXP, and you got to get levels so you can get skills. A lot of champs in this game obviously are not your like most ideal. Like some of them are going to be starting as basics if it's stage 2 Pokemon, which means effectively they're going to be scaling for the late game. So you got to keep in mind. This berry here, I don't know what it's called, but it gives you a speed boost. And now I'm going to go to the top lane. The jungler's job is to roam. The map is much smaller than, you know, a League of Legends map or a Dota 2 map. So yeah. Also, now you guys see this timer that popped up, right? This timer popped up in the top corner, or the top and bottom of the screen. 2 Pokemon are going to spawn, Rotom and Dreadnought. Now, Dreadnought, upon spawn at the bottom of the screen, if you take it out as a team or by yourself, doesn't matter how you do it, you can go ahead and get a bunch of shields, and it's really good for your team because these shields and XP just kind of give you a boost and kind of an angle in the fight, and it's a team-wide buff, so everybody gets it. It's a practice dummy here. See, like Rotom spawned here in the top lane. Now what Rotom does is when Rotom gets knocked out, he does 20 points directly to the next tower. It's going to walk towards it, but the enemy team has a chance to stop it. They can come up, they can fight into your Rotom, they can try to contest you. Now it doesn't matter if I'm the one doing all the damage here as long as I'm not getting the last hit. Whoever gets the last hit now, I dropped a bunch of points. We'll watch what Rotom does together. Rotom's going to walk, boom. And for 14 seconds, I don't have to hold a button to score. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab all these points real quick that I dropped, TP back, and boom! We got more points on the table. Normally, if I had points, let's show you what happened. We showed you earlier, but I got to do this. In the bot lane, we saw on the screen that our Eldegoss tried to KO Dreadnought, and it didn't work out. Every Pokemon also learns their ultimate at a different level, so keep in mind you learn your pathing and when your team spikes. Some of the later learning ultimates are obviously stronger than the earlier ultimates, so it's kind of something that you'll learn with time. Let's take this guy down a notch, teach him a lesson. Boom. So KOs don't really mean much in this game besides it speeds time off the map. Now that I'm level 10, I got my ultimate. What does that mean? Well, I'll show you as soon as Eldegoss comes back because I don't want to blow it on nobody. Also, every game is 10 minutes long. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's just 10 minutes. Very simple, quick, and dry. Not even crazy. Coming in with a discharge. I'm taking out Dreadnought. The Eldegoss is taking points. It shows you when the Eldegoss is on our point. Now I got shields. Let's get this pesky Eldegoss, shall we? Boom. Here's my ultimate. And there's my Unite move. After every use your Unite move, you get a boost of speed and I guess damage, I think. So kind of hold your Unite moves for when you really need to use them. I just dunked 40 points. Now if I was low in the situation, I could press the down button on my joystick to return to the base. I'm back in base. At the 5-minute mark, this little super jump button comes up where you can go to any one of these 6 points. So it gets you faster on the map and it makes the game a little bit quicker. So it kind of mitigates the early game advantages that a lot of teams got. So in this situation, I'm going to jump top maybe. Rotom's about to spawn in 5 seconds, so I should probably make a move, right? Let's go for it. Let's see what we can get here. Now, this is a bot game, a practice game, so I'm obviously much further ahead than my opponent, but in a real game, you'd be coordinating with your team to make some of these plays. There's going to be 2 players in the top lane, 2 players in the bot lane, and 1 player in your jungle. Therefore, you're going to have to kind of play and synergize accordingly. Now, the 3rd player in the jungle is going to be really what makes the difference in a lot of the lanes, so they can kind of make moves. And when I talked about items and stuff earlier, if you don't know what you're going to invest in or what champion you want to play, first just play some practice tools. Like, there's no harm, no foul to try it out. And when a goal goes to 0, it disappears. You destroy the goal. Important to note also, when your first goal gets destroyed, the camps shift, so there's going to be Audino camps on the side here instead of in the middle. So if you're someone who needs that levels or you're getting absolutely destroyed in lane, please use the advantage to go farm up your camps on the side because they're very safe for you and your opponents can't really attack you there. They can, and they might destroy you, but it is a safer option for you to kind of go and, you know, just get experience and catch up into the game, because eventually what's going to end up mattering more than EXP or the game is the late game team fights and having your skills upgraded. Because as you saw, my Volt Switch now got upgraded. I'm going to go kill this guy real quick again. Sorry, I'm going to go knock out this Pokemon. Also, if you guys are watching and you're fans of the Rahul Reddy channel, yeah, it is kind of tragic that I have to knock out Vespiquen every time to, you know, get farm. So now you can also go over the limit. What happens when you go over the limit is you're still going to take out the tower, right? This tower is going to be gone, but instead of the 11 points that got scored, the full 50 does get scored. It simply will record at the end of the game, so sometimes a little bit of the tower difference can be deceiving. Now you're going to see all the towers. The first ones are 80, the second ones are 100, and the last one just you can keep dunking points. That never disappears, so if you ever get to that point in the game, you can just keep dunking points. I literally see you, Eldegoss. I'm going to let him contest me. Eldegoss is a support Pokemon, so they can't really do much in this situation. But in an overall scenario, in a team fight, Eldegoss's float away ability and stuff like that seems really good. I can do more in-depth stuff on champs later in the game, but for now, today is going to be just a quick guide on how to play the game. So you're going to keep doing this one quick tutorial game. You know, you're 10 minutes in, farm it up, get all your points. My discharge is now upgraded at level 14. Your final skill is upgraded. We're going to go ahead and back to the base. I'm going to let Eldegoss do whatever they want. I've got my super jump. I can go catch up to where they are. Let's go get them. See, quick to base, quick to back. So you can go back, and after the 5-minute mark, it makes it a lot easier to kind of pivot in and out of lanes. Now you see that timer in the middle? Zapdos. We're in the time crunch zone, the final stretch. It tells you that we're in a huge lead. Zapdos is spawned. Now Zapdos is the Baron Nashor, the big daddy, the kind of really hard objective on this map. I actually don't know if I can solve this. We're going to find out together. This is like the big objective on the map that everyone wants. I'm just going to ult it, I think. What happens when Zapdos happens, also in the last 2 minutes, all points are now doubled. So, whatever happens in the last 2 minutes, every single point that gets scored is doubled. Remember the Rotom buff from earlier? Yeah, well, whenever you take out Zapdos, every single point on the map that your opponent has gets a Rotom buff for like, I don't know, 30 seconds, I want to say. We're about to find out exactly together. So we're going to take this out. Usually this is going to be a very contested point. So at 2 minutes with your team, you want to make your way here. This is like the end-all be-all. No matter how far ahead you are, the end-game scoring can matter. This is like Super Mario Bros. Shit. And it'll tell you, look, the opponent's goals are defenses. You see a timer on them now, like we did with Rotom. I'm going to run straight to the point. It'll tell me I've got a huge lead. We're going to zoop in. I got 50. No timer on the dunk. That's crazy. We're going to go ahead and farm a little bit more. It's still up, so imagine you win a late game team fight and 2 or 3 of your team is alive. Now you've all got 50 points because you took out the big bad Zapdos. You just go walk into their base, dunk them for free. Even if the enemy is as strong as they can't stop you. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if Eldegoss can do anything. Level 15 is the max level, so once you get to that level, the game is done. Basically for you can't get any more experience or whatever. See, this tower here does not have an HP on it because I can score as much as I can on it. It will not disappear. That is the goal. It's funny because Herdier is still here, lol. But, you know, now I've got the triple buff camp. I'm farming. I'm doing Eldegoss. I don't know what they are. It's a practice game. It's like an easy bot, I guess. 10 seconds left on the clock. Timer comes in. The more points you have, obviously, the longer it takes to score. Yeah. And that's simple as that. Time's up. The game ends. Even if you're in the mid-animation of the dunk, unless you complete, it won't count. Then you get the final scoring. Looks like we won. What a surprise, right, guys? And it takes you to this post-game end-game score, where you see if you're the 0 on the far right is, it'll tell you what your score out of 100 is based on performance and how you could have done better. You can also review battles, etc., etc. But that is how you play a standard battle, and you get Aeos coins and energy at the end of the game. The energy can be used for the gacha, but that's how you play a quick game of Pokemon Unite. I know there's probably a ton of questions you have and a lot of learning things, and there's a lot of things I want to say personally as well, but I don't want to overload this one video. So if you guys are enjoying this, let me know. I will continue to do like a Pokemon Unite series on days that are not TCG. This is going to replace my Monday TCG video because I am not going to be in town, but this will be a series I could do on Tuesdays and Thursdays to talk about the game, kind of show some gameplay, talk about movesets and Pokemon in specificity, like why I'm playing Zero Aura with certain items, how I'm pathing my Zero Aura jungle, that kind of things. So if you guys are enjoying this, I will put out some more Pokemon Unite content. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's a little bit different and not normal. This might be Sunday, actually. I might just put this up Sunday so you guys feel like, no, I'll just do it Monday. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. You're the best. Remember, like, subscribe. Always love the support. Thank you so much. And, I mean, remember to add me, and I'll be down to play with you guys on stream and stuff.